Hey guys, so I'm going to do another book review, Once a Witch by Carolyn McCulloch, and I pretty much thought this book was awesome. It was just made of complete awesomeness. It was awesome. It's about a girl who lives in a family who are all witches, and she's pretty much the only one that isn't, a witch, which is kind of a bit of a surprised because at the start of the book it talks about Tamsin, who is the main character cover, and it's about how she's going to be the greatest witch of them all, kind of thing. She's going to be the best thing, ever. And the way their powers work is on their 8th birthday or just before, their powers are shown to them, or they realise they've got powers. And on Tamsin's 8th birthday nothing comes, and they think, oh, maybe she's a late developer, and nothing comes, and she's sort of like an outcast of the family because it's the first time that anything like this has ever happened. And it kind of sucks for her. Her life is just, her friends and everything are just people in the family, treat her like the black sheep. She's just, it's a shame. And you do feel sorry for the character at the start. And what I really liked about these witches, what made it different for me, was it wasn't just like as in witches and they had all these powers. They had they only had certain powers, or what they called it was a talent. So each person had a certain talent, so they didn't all have the same power. One of them in it is our friend Gabriel, and his talent is that he can find things. And by finding it, if it was lost in the past, it means you can get into the past to find it, or different things, and I thought that was pretty cool. And our sister, hers was, her power was kind of like sort of power of persuasion in a way, I suppose you could say. It was like when she's talked to somebody, she could, make them do things by talking to them, which was pretty cool. And I mean, there was loads of cool powers, like one of her aunts can freeze people by touching them. But yeah, they all had, like her dad, he could change the weather, just that was his talent, just to change the weather, which was pretty cool. It was like Storm for X-Men. But yeah, there was loads of different people, different had talents, but poor Tamsin had none. And because of this, she ended up convincing her parents to let her go to a boarding school in the city, like out with their little town. And I mean, they were in their town, they were like seen as the black sheep because everybody in the town knew that they were witches, but it was one of the ones where it's like, oh, don't talk to them, don't look at them, don't do anything. So yeah, so she goes to this school, and basically she meets this guy, and the guy comes to her bookshop, which she's helping in for the summer with her gran, and asks for them to find something for him, and she agrees because she kind of thinks he's hot and whatever. And she doesn't. She lets him believe that she's her sister, and that's where all the trouble and fun begins, because trying to help him, she doesn't tell her family what she's doing, and Tamsin soon discovers, you know, very many secrets in the family, that had been hidden for so long. And some of them you just shocking, completely shocking, and it's so good. But I don't want to give too much away after that because that would ruin the story. But this book was completely brilliant. It was really, really good, and there is a sort of romance, and it's not a big massive one in the story, which I really liked, because sometimes I think the romance takes away the story in books when that's all that's caught up in it. But this seemed to focus a lot still on the magic and the witchy stuff, but it did have a romance at its heart, and it was so nice. I really liked it, and this book certainly was worth a read. I can't wait to read the next one, Always a Witch, when that comes out. I'm so looking forward to it, because where this one leaves, I can't wait to find out where the next one goes. So for me, this was a 5 out of 5.